pure black forest. The Bonwald Nature Preserve is located in the northern part of Germany's Black Forest region. This 150-hectare area lies around 1,000 meters above sea level and hasn't seen an axe in more than 100 years. An oasis for flora and fauna. Just a few kilometers away is the J. Schmalz Company in Glatten. It's anything but calm in the production halls of this traditional family-owned firm, but the manufacturer of vacuum technologies is making an important contribution to the environment. The company employs an intelligent system for managing the supplies it uses for production. The supply of parts is organized in order to avoid a surplus in the warehouse and at workstations, and that leads to a highly efficient handling of materials. The leading provider of vacuum technology produces lifting and mounting systems, along with custom grippers especially made for the mechanical engineering sector. One-piece flow is an important principle for conserving materials for production. At the start of manufacturing a product like the vacuum gripper, workers saw and formed the aluminum frame needed for one vacuum gripper. That way, if there's a spontaneous change in the order, no false frames are produced. The component is then provided with the necessary screws and other parts along the workbank until it's finished. Directly afterwards, the vacuum gripper is tested. In case of flaws, only this single gripper is rejected. Thanks to the individual assembly, other parts remain unaffected. In addition, an intelligent supply logistics provides an efficient handling of materials. At every workstation, only 2 containers are provided for each screw or casing. When the first container is empty, the workers place it on a so-called station. A worker scans the boxes. A central computer registers the container as empty, and a special train provides an immediate fresh supply from the company's own stocks. The so-called Kanban system ensures that every workstation is supplied with just enough material to meet the needs of the current production. And that means relatively little material can be found on location. Just like one-piece flow, this optimized system of logistics avoids an unnecessary surplus of materials at the workplace in case of a sudden change in assembly. But the workers use this Kanban system for more than providing fresh supplies within the company. By scanning a card, an external supplier can be informed that the container for his components is empty. Via webcam, he can monitor a special shelf. Every green, yellow, and red row stands for a product. If the red level is reached, new supplies are desperately needed. That way, the external partner receives information that a certain part is running low at the workstation and how quickly a replacement is needed. Thanks to the external Kanban system, various suppliers are able to provide the necessary replacements at just the right time. At the Schmalz Company, only those components that are needed for the next production end up in the high rack storage area.
With measures like one-piece flow and our internal and external Kanban systems, we were able to reduce our inventory by almost 50%. Normally, somewhere between 10 and 20% of inventory goes to waste because there's no outlet for these parts, or because of technical changes.
The company doesn't only buy parts for its vacuum gripper and fastening devices from suppliers. Schmalz produces some of the parts with its own milling and turning machines. But there's a problem. Changing tools on a machine like this takes a lot of time. And that results in the production of more parts than are needed for a given assembly. To speed up the retooling, training sessions and workshops are carried out on a regular basis. As a result, the changeover times have been reduced by more than half, making even small batches economical in the production process. And here too, only those amounts are produced that the workers currently need.
Material efficiency allows us to reach many more goals than with material reduction alone. We shorten our production times, we raise quality, we stick to our deadlines, and we lower our production costs. That benefits the Schmalz company along with our customers.
The family firm also conserves resources by using a renewable raw material: wood. It doesn't come from a nature reserve like the Bahnwald, but from forestry. Every year, 2,500 cubic meters of wood chips end up in the company's own storage space. They're burned as fuel to heat the entire company. In addition, a solar unit installed on the roof with a capacity of more than 500 kilowatts helps to preserve fossil fuels for the production of electricity. 2 company-owned wind power plants, one of them located right next to the firm, also deliver renewable energy. And thanks to the company's idyllic riverside location, hydroelectric power provides a small but constant component of its electricity needs.
We're a positive energy company. That means we produce more energy from wind, water, and solar power than we use ourselves. Expressed in numbers, we produce 3.2 million kilowatt hours of electricity, and we use 2.6 million.
In other words, the Schmalz company produces around a quarter more electrical energy than it uses itself. But that's not all. The company also deals efficiently with surplus energy. Even waste heat from the server is put to productive use. Warm air from the computer room is siphoned off to warm a water tank that stores the surplus energy. The large water container actually serves as a reservoir for the sprinkler system. A heat pump compresses the amount of energy in the tank, creating higher temperatures that can be used for heating or special production processes. In addition, the discharged air from the production halls releases heat that is used to warm the incoming fresh air with the help of a special heat exchanger. The J. Schmalz company is in many ways a trailblazer. A perfect heating concept with the use of wood and waste heat. The use of solar, wind, and water power for electricity production, along with the more effective use of single-piece production. And a logistics system that conserves material. The company is not only located on the edge of a dreamlike landscape, it also serves as an example to follow. And not only for this region alone.